everyone, gentle yoga flow for you today. We'll be doing a little bit of heart expansion, chest opening, as well as some general flow that helps with the lower back and hips. So go ahead and set up your mat and join me. Find yourself at the top of your mat. Lift and spread your toes, taking them nice and wide. Drop the tailbone down towards the ground. Roll the shoulder blades forward, up, back, and down. Extend the fingers long and wide. Find some nice core engagement here. Slight tuck in the chin. Take a deep inhale. And exhale to center. Your next inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Bring the gaze up towards the fingertips. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Leaning forward into our first forward fold. You can take your feet a little wider here if you'd like. Gentle sway from side to side in the hips, just warming up our lower back and our legs. And grab opposite arms here as well. And coming back to center, place your hands on your shins. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, lower the hands one more time, forward fold. And finding any of that movement that might feel nice for you today. We'll slowly start to walk our hands and our feet towards the back edges of the mat, coming into our first downward facing dog. Lift the heels up off the mat, bend the knees gently, and then really push your tailbone up towards the sky. Now pedal the feet out left and right. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Pausing here, push up one more time. Exhale, lower the knees down towards the ground. Untuck the toes. Check in with your shoulders. They're located underneath, or your shoulders are above your wrists, your knees. Knees are under your hips. I'm just checking in here. Draw the belly button in towards the backbone. Create a nice long spine. Nice and flat there on the back. Pushing through the hands, we'll just enjoy some cat-cow. Take an inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly, tilt the pelvis towards the sky. Exhale, round the belly up, drop the gaze towards the floor, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. Coming back to neutral. Extend your left leg out long back behind you. Extend the right arm out in front. Coming into our 50-50 plank. Make sure your spine is nice and long here. Imagine that your arm and your leg are getting pulled just a little bit more. And we're going to pulse up 10 times. Ready? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hand down, lower the knee down. Shake the hips out if you'd like. A little bit of movement there. Coming back to your tabletop, take a deep inhale to prepare. So you exhale, kick that right foot back behind you. And then slowly extend the left arm out in front. Remembering to breathe. I'll get a little longer on the arm and the leg. And now kick up 10 times. Ready? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arm, lower the leg. Just take a quick child's pose, rocking back to the heels. Extend the arms and the legs out long in front of you. Sinking slowly down. Working towards that chest opening. You can bring your arms back behind you. Clasping the hands behind you. Gently lift the shoulders up off the floor. Extending the arms if that feels nice, or you can always just leave the arms extended long into child's pose. Bring the arms back out in front of you. Slowly rock yourself back up into your warrior's pose. Torso is over the hips. Shoulder blades roll back and down. Bring the arms back behind you again. Clasp them. Pull them down to extend the chest up. Bring the gaze up towards the sky. Lifting the gaze up. Exhale, lower the chin, release the hands. Looking forward again, come up onto our knees. Taking a modified camel pose. Bring the hands back behind you so that the fingertips point down towards the ground. Hands are on the hips. Push the hips forward a little bit. You'll already notice a nice stretch in the fronts of the thighs here. Pushing the hips forward. Inhale, lift the gaze up. This might be enough of a stretch for you today. Continue to breathe here. If you'd like to move forward in the pose, pin the elbows back behind you just a little bit more, opening up the chest. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, push the hips forward a little bit more, bringing your gaze up towards the sky. Not allowing your neck to crunch down, but maintaining length in the spine. Pushing the hips forward, feeling the shoulder blades nice and broad. Exhale, coming back up. Slowly working our way back into our tabletop position. When you reach tabletop, take a few more cat-cows. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. On your exhale, meet back at flat back, neutral. Taking a twisted table now, place your right hand underneath your face. Claw the mat with your fingertips so you take a little bit of pressure off of your wrist. Push down through the right fingertips, through the right hand. We'll inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Feel that nice opening in the chest. Try to keep your hips parallel, neutral, squared off with the floor instead of twisting open. Keep yourself with that steady base. So now lower the hand back down. Switching sides, replace the right hand with the left hand. Claw the mat with your left fingertips. Inhale, lift that right arm up towards the sky. Keeping the hips square, just feeling a nice opening in your shoulders and your chest. So lower the arm back down towards the floor. Tuck the toes back behind you. Exhale, lift up into downward facing dog. And feel free to pedal the feet out left and right. Pause a dog walk. Get your dog all set up. Inhale, lift the right heel up towards the sky. Bend the right knee. Open the right hip up. Just feel a nice stretch again along the front of the right leg. Maybe take some ankle circles here. Reverse the direction of your ankle circles. Then draw the knee in towards the chest, rocking forward on the wrist. Plant the right foot up by your hands. You're going to lower the left knee, coming into a low lunge. Untuck the foot back behind you. Slowly walk your hands up. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. You'll now feel a nice stretch in the front of your left thigh. Arms up overhead. Working more on that chest and heart opening. Bring the arms back behind you. Clasp the arms. Pull down. Broaden through the collarbones. Feel your shoulder blades pull down your chest gently, like in a nice way. Bringing the gaze up. Release the hands, leaning forward. Plant your right hand on the inside of your right foot. You can almost press your elbow against your knee there. You're going to inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Twisted low lunge. Gaze up towards the fingertips. Exhale, slowly lower the left arm back down towards the floor. Place your hands on either side of the foot. Slowly extend your right knee so it's nice and long here. Have a nice long front leg. See that? Push up through the hands to grow long in the spine. And then exhale, fold over that extended leg. Feel a nice stretch running along the back of the right leg. Bend the right knee, coming back into our low lunge. Tuck the left toes back behind you. Now lift the left knee up. Push down through the hands, come back into our downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out left and right. Pause the dog walk. Inhale, lift the left heel up towards the sky. Open the knee. Open the hip. Feel that nice stretch run along the front of the left thigh. Begin to take those ankle circles again. Reverse the direction. Pause the circles, draw the knee in towards the chest, rocking forward. Slowly plant the left foot up by the hands. Drop the right knee down towards the floor, untuck the right toes. Coming in again to our low lunge. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Feel that nice stretch again running along the front of the right thigh. Bring the arms back behind you again. Take the opposite crossing with your fingers. If you have like a way that you normally cross your hands, reverse that. Take the awkward crossing. Pull the arms down. Lift the chest up. Release the hands. Coming back forward again. Now we'll lower our left hand down on the inside of the left leg. Almost like you're pushing your shoulder and your knee together to help open up the hips. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. Lower the hand back down towards the floor. Place one hand on either side of the leg. Extend the left knee, making that leg nice and long. Push through the hands, grow long in the spine. Exhale, slowly lower down over the extended leg. Feel that nice deep stretch. Bend the knee, coming back. Lift or tuck your right toes, lift to the left knee, or right knee, my gosh. Right knee, extend the left foot back behind you, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out, shake the hips. Push the hips up and back. So lower the knees so you pass through a plank pose. Untuck the toes, rolling over, coming to the center of your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together. Squeeze them in towards your sitting bones. Grab onto the toes. Lift the chest. Take a slight tuck in the chin. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, bend the elbows. Slowly lean the torso forward. Nice, long, straight spine. And then slowly start to round down. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale, extend your right leg out in front of you. Press the left foot into the right thigh. Squeeze that in a little bit more. Now lift the arms up overhead. Swivel your torso so that it's extending over it's lined up with your extended leg. Arms up, long chest, broad. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, leaning forward. Place the hands down on the floor. Push through the arms, grow long in the spine. Exhale, begin to walk yourself forward over that extended leg. Feel a nice stretch in your lower back. So push yourself back up. Place the right hand on the inside of the right leg. Extend your right arm out long. Swivel your torso down so it shines towards the side of the room. Extend your left arm up overhead. Feel a nice stretch along the side body. Your exhale, come back up. Extend the left leg out in front, both feet extended. Go ahead and give your legs a little shake there. And bend the right knee. Make contact with the right foot to the left thigh. Swivel your torso so that it extends over the long leg. Now lift the arms up overhead. Bring the gaze up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Plant the hands. Lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. On your exhale, slowly roll back up. Taking this into more of a side stretch. Place your left hand on the inside of your left leg. Open your chest out towards the other side of the room. And then leaning over towards that left leg. Bring the right arm along the right ear. You exhale, rise back up. And coming back onto the long side of the mat. Bend your knees. We're going to move into a reverse tabletop, working a little bit more on the arms. Lift and spread the toes again. Knees are parallel to each other, about hips distance apart. Fingers point towards your booty. Shoulder blades draw back and down. Collarbones are nice and broad. Squeeze the glutes. Take a deep inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, slowly lift the hips up off the ground. Bring the gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, slowly lower the hips back down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the hips up, bringing the gaze towards the sky. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now let's roll back onto the mat. We'll take bridge pose. Slowly lowering down. Pull the heels in towards the sitting bones. Lift and spread the toes. Lower them down one at a time. Got a gentle back bend coming with bridge. Squeeze your glutes and your outer thighs. Press your hands down by your hips. Feel the shoulder blades make firm contact with the ground. Slight tuck in the chin. Take a deep inhale to prepare. As you exhale, lift the hips up off the ground. So keep the knees, hips distance apart. You don't want them to flay out, and you also don't want them to touch. Working to protect our knees, keeping our thighs nice and strong. Another inhale here, lift. Exhale, slowly lower the hips back down towards the floor. Take 2 more rounds of that. Moving a little deeper each time. Take a deep inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the hips up off the ground. Now reach your hands underneath your hips. Clasping your hands underneath your hips. Gently rock from side to side. Lifting the chest up, feeling that nice expansion across the front of the chest. Keeping the thighs, the legs, the booty engaged. Then we'll exhale, release the hands, slowly unwinding, lowering the hips back down towards the ground. Release your shoulders, feel the whole spine nice and long on the floor. Okay, third and final bridge. Feet are still planted in that solid, firm foundation. Booty squeezes, thighs engaged, lower abdominals engaged as well. Take a deep inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the hips, extend the arms underneath your hips, rocking from side to side on the shoulders to get a little higher up there. So you can stay here, you can release your hands and place your wrists underneath your hip bones. If this flexion is too intense, you can swivel your fingers out towards the sides. So they're now on the left and the right of you. Full extension of this pose is to walk the feet out nice and long here. But again, take what feels nice for you today. It might be staying here. Take another breath wherever you are. On your exhale, slowly release the pose. Slowly coming back down towards the floor. Unwinding the shoulders, allowing each vertebrae to make contact with the floor. When you're down at the bottom, gently take a gentle windshield wiper left and right with the knees, lowering them from side to side. Coming back to center, draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourselves a nice big hug here. A gentle rock from side to side. Pausing the rock, roll over to one side, push yourself up, make your way into a comfortable seated position on your mat. A little more arm here before we close class. Roll the shoulder blades forward, up, back, and down. Send the arms out to either side. We'll begin by taking little circles with the arms, 20 times moving in the forward direction. Ready? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Now moving in the opposite direction. Ready? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Bend the arms up. You've got those cactus arms. Feeling the shoulders nice and spread in the back. You're going to bring the arms together. Looks like you're playing peekaboo. So with power, open the elbows out on your exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do this 20 times. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, and 1. And the arms out, palms face the sky. We're just going to take a few mobility stretches here with the arms. The arms up, send the arms out, and then move them out towards the side. Now up, out, over. Up, forward, over. Now. Feel this in your shoulders. Arms back are warming up. Nice. Toasty getting strong. Do one more of these. All right, now palms face the ground. We're just going to pump up 20 times. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Woo. Give your arms a little wiggle. Extend your right arm out in front of you. Slowly draw that arm across the chest. Release the arm. Extend the left arm out in front. Cross it over. Release the arm. Bring the arms back behind you. Clasp them behind you. And reverse prayer or just grabbing arms down the back. Feel a nice openness in the chest, stretching out the pecs. And release the hands, bringing the arms back to the knees or the shoulders, forward, up, back, and down. Nice long spine here. Bring the hands to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.